You got cold feet?
I'm not gonna say I have cold feet.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of make sure things are good. You know what I'm saying?
That's cold feet.
Cold feet is like, I don't want to do this. That's how I look at it.
That's what cold feet is?
That's what cold feet. Cold feet is like, I don't want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm not sure I want to do this. That's not, I don't think I have cold feet. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
So I guess the best question to ask you was, what is your meaning of cold feet?
Right.
So I can have an idea.
Right. Cold feet is me saying, I don't want to do this because I don't know. That I don't have cold feet per se. I want to make sure everything's good. So when we do get closer, like we're 3 months in, you know what I'm saying, 3 months to the wedding, we're not like, why the fuck am I doing this now? You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. Yeah. Marriage is a big thing, and I was always told that, so I need to go this way, but I'm going to go. The enemy doesn't want you to get married because that means that you're one and you're trying to break things. He doesn't want that. He wants you to be in the same place that you have been. So he's going to make it difficult, very difficult for you.
It's stronger when you're fighting together. So
Correct.
I can understand why the enemy doesn't want you to be one.
Correct. Because if he can break both of you down separately, he can add to his roster.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the biggest thing. You got to fight. And I feel like a lot of times people don't want to fight. They feel like, oh, I've been fighting my whole life. Yeah, we have been, Miss Sophie, as I was watching Color Purple. We have been fighting, but the reward is better than the sacrifice. And that's one thing I always stand on.
The reward is better than the sacrifice. Correct. I believe that. I believe that it's definitely a reward at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
Even though, I don't want to go on a tangent, but even though, like we was talking about, like I don't have I don't have a good male representation of what to do in a marriage. I have no clue.
Right.
All I'm going on is instincts and fear. Instincts and fear. So the fear comes from like knowing that all the others failed. So to not have fear is to be kind of, for lack of better words, dumb. To not have some type of fear towards, because I guess to have fear is to like have some form of respect. Like with your mom, like I make sure that I have some type of fear there because I don't want to do anything to like mess up the relationship. So it's just like, you know.
Yeah, you respect it.
I respect it. You know what I mean? So I have a level of respect for it. So.
And she respects you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
that makes any sense when it comes to marriage.
No, it does. So I have a question for you.
What?
Did you ever ask God to give you somebody that could kind of show you a way?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not a religious person. Well, I wasn't a religious person, I should say. My bad. I wasn't a religious person. I have a better understanding what religion means to me. Now, I know it may mean different things to different people, but I got a better understanding of what religion means to me. And, I'm a better person for it now. But no, I did not ask God for you. I got lucky, and I believe the reason why I got lucky is because of how my morals was growing up and how I treated people growing up. And I think he realized that, hey, even though he wasn't following me, he still was a good person. Absolutely. So he made sure he found a good person to put in my life.
I agree. Now, what about the mentor aspect of it? Did you ever, now that you're in a different place, did you ever ask God for like a mentor to understand a little bit more of marriage?
No, I never asked God for that. Cause it's like when you like it's like, and I don't want to use the excuse of like I don't know how.
Right.
Because like if I say I don't know how, I'll be disrespecting everybody. I'll be disrespecting you, Poe, your father, because everybody's trying to put me on to it. So I know how to get the answers. It's just me actually doing it. And I just haven't got to that place where I just wanted to pick up a Bible and read it.
Yeah. I believe that, everybody kind of gets to that point, and God, you gotta let God tell you and let you know. No one can push you to do that, because there might be an opportunity where he'd be like, hey, you don't even know about the Bible? I'm gonna tell you to turn to this chapter.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then you just get stuck in it. Now you're reading like, wow, this is interesting, this is this and the other.
Exactly.
Because that's just how he is. He's not forceful. Doesn't make you do something. It's just curiosity.
Curiosity. Yeah, I like that.
It is curiosity. But I think that's too kind of how like marriage is. It's a little bit of curiosity as well, and I feel like it's a challenge. We were just talking about this.
I think it's more than a challenge. I mean,
okay.
So you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. When everybody say marriage is a challenge, it's just like, why the fuck would I want to do this to myself? Like, I don't really like that. Like, I know that marriage is going to be a challenge, but I don't want to go at it like, oh, it's going to be something that's difficult. So I know how me and you are. I know the foundations that we are building prior to getting married. So I'm confident that when we do come to a hardship, that we'd be able to get through it.
Right.
So will we have challenges? Everybody has challenges. You have challenges at work. You have challenges we 35 years old. I have challenges bending the fuck down sometimes.
Getting up in the morning.
Getting up in the morning, like, you know. So it's challenges. Everything is a challenge. If it wasn't a challenge, it wouldn't be worth anything.
Right.
But when people be like, oh, it's going to be a challenge, and then like kind of like emphasize that word, it's just like, it's kind of like they put a negative connotation to it.
A lot of times they are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are going off their own emotions versus the idea of just being with somebody, waking up with somebody the rest of their life, got a support system. They don't look at the positive aspect, they look at the negative. Oh, she don't do this. Oh, he don't do this.
Yeah.
They don't look at like, I got a companion for the rest of my life. Like, I know at the end of the day, I got someone that got my back. Yeah. Regardless of anybody, if the world is against me, this person got me.
Yeah.
And that is to me gold, because when there's no one else in your corner, you got your spouse there, and your spouse will be sitting there in the sidewalk with you, like, all right, so now that we're here, what can I do? And that is hard to find.
It's very hard to find.
It's very hard to find.
It's kind of.
It's rare.
Like what you said, that it is rare to find. It is rare to find, and it's like, it's so like being in love with somebody, like a spouse that you have a connection with, that you share the same house with, share the same bed with, share the same goals with, etc., etc. That type of love is so unique, because you don't get that with anybody else on the world. Well, you're not supposed to.
Right, I agree.
You get what I'm saying? Like the type of stuff that we share, I wouldn't be able to get that from anyone else unless I spent time with them. Right. You get what I'm saying? So anything that, like, if I was to go, you know what I'm saying, if I was to go outside of marriage, you know, people do go outside of marriage. What they getting is just part of something that they're lacking, but it's not the whole package. And if they continue to get that, they'll probably grow bored of that too.